Hello, everyone. I think we are live.
Saturday night. Woo!
Sorry for the delay. We were trying to figure out how to. You can't lean forward like that. You're covering up the picture.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to figure out how to mount the tripod here so that it shows his painting, and we're having a hard time making anything steady. Oh.
All right. So, Storyteller Donny Wheeler, right here.
Turn that sound down.
And I'm just looking at the picture because I'm having to guess where I fit in with all of this. So, first of all, let's join the excitement of all this past week's painting. And I am glad to show you that. So, the first day I went and I bought some new paints. And these paints are like the aqua greens and blues. There we go. Raise it up a little bit. Might get my nose out of the picture. Is the music too loud? Is that all right? All right, so this was my first try at abstract. You can see the distant mountains with hiding behind clouds, and then a valley floor where it's kind of hazy and aqua. And unfortunately, my delay only lets me move things a little bit at a time. And then, of course, we've got at the bottom here where the ocean is lapping up. But the thing about painting is that it's your mind's perception of what's going on. Are those mountains in the background? Is that snow?
It's a little too close.
Anything, or is that lightning bolts from a distant storm? So that was first painting I wanted to show you. Second painting,
the one thing he's working on too with
grays.
with these paintings and the acrylic paints on canvas, it seems like you see the canvas more when you're close up to it, like there's little areas where he's still working on figuring out how to make sure that those areas are covered on the canvas and doesn't look like it's a white spot. It's a little bit trickier when it comes to acrylic, so we might have to switch him over.
It's just extra prime too to fill in all the gaps.
And
this one is one of my favorites right now.
Back it up a little bit so they can see the whole picture.
I'm watching what I can see on the screen.
I know, but that's a delay.
Yeah. And but I want it to be. So you can see the lake at the bottom of the mountain. You can see the mountains have like a circular distant. And of course I'm looking at a really tiny photograph, so you may be having a much better view of this than me. Let me tilt the light reflection away. And the moon in the distance. Ah, that's better. And mountains and clouds and the moon in the evening sky. Pretty cool. This one is just grays with a little bit of green in the corner there where the trees were wrapped around.
And let me say hello to some people before you finish.
Sure.
Hi, Diane, and Ashley, and Jim. Yes, we're staying in tonight. It's quite cold out there, and it's dark. So we did some beautiful videos today of the snowfall, and then yesterday we did Dollywood in the spring. We actually saw, as we were driving today, we actually saw some of those beautiful spring Bartlett pear trees that were covered in snow, but we were driving past them, so we didn't, stop and record them. But we were, I think I might have got them on video as we were driving. But anyway, so those videos will be coming out. Hi, Charlie and Janice and Carrie and Bill and Ringy Dingy and Tony PT, part of PT Adventures, Penny and Tony. The PT2 is Tony from Penny and Tony from PT Adventures 86. And Hedgehogs, hello. Hello, Eddie. We love you. We're praying for you. And we just want to ask everyone to please keep Eddie in your prayers again for his circulation and his the count, the number counts on his blood, on his blood counts to be good, for to be the right numbers for his body to feel good. His blood count numbers. And we bless his heart and his lungs. Hey Jim, keep Eddie in your prayers.
Yeah. Eddie's good at overhauling cars, so we're believing God for his overhaul.
Hi Dawn, Hat Creek. Eddie says, I'm feeling great today. We've been praying that he would feel good. So that's good that he was feeling good. He had he had a few bad weeks here, and we were concerned and had him covered in prayer. Hi, Evelyn. So remember the church that Donny had?
Request?
The church that he had.
A painting your request night.
He said he had a hard time with the, what do you call it? The architecture.
Yes.
The architecture of the church. He couldn't get that front corner right.
I'm not very good at this.
So he ended up making that church. This is the church, you all.
That's going to bring it up.
He ended up making the church a grist mill turned into a church.
Yep, it's called the Old Mill Church. Down by the Old Mill Church, where I first met you. Yepper. So, now the beautiful, beautiful pond here. I learned a lot about reflections. And here's another little creek coming in from the side. Actually, this was a rock. And all of a sudden I realized it looked like water, and then I realized here's a nice little creek area. So it's just amazing how the painting develops on its own as it flows. So then, of course, I'm
a mountain stream.
Curious.
He's calling it a pond, but it's a mountain stream.
It's a mountain stream with a little bit of a ponding right here, where there's a little bit of a reflection of the rock and the colors, and finding out that greens are very important to making clear water. So I've been watching a lot of videos, and I absolutely, this painting, I couldn't change it because I made mountains in the distance. Those beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains in the distance there, they went all the way behind these trees, and everything is just so much fun to get that to happen. And a rock right down here. So I really enjoyed painting this one because it was so difficult. I had to keep going back, and finally I would find something I could do. So, which brings us to watching Bob Ross the other day.
And Hat Creek said he's a modern day Bob Ross. Yes, that's how he learned how to paint, was Bob Ross. And what was I going to say? Ringy Dingy said, Donny, she said, let me see. I'm trying to find the comment. Oh, she said something about don't tell, just tell Joy you're not a structural engineer.
I do better with nature because nature doesn't have a straight line. And the next time I get involved with a building, I am going to take a pencil and I'm going to do what I saw the painters do, which was when it came to a building, they took a ruler and a measure and a straight line and they marked it out first.
You have to do that when it comes to man-made structures, not with nature. And I didn't really know that. I thought, I could just paint a straight line. No, couldn't do that.
So Bob Ross did a gesso painting where he had a black painting and he put trees on it. and he painted the trees white, and he painted a hole in the trees, and to show a thing. So I did that as well. This is my newest adventure.
It's a little bit of a glare
now,
on it. Tilt it.
Oh yeah, that's
this
right.
way. Yeah.
So now when I
Backwards.
Put
it back farther.
Okay. Now
You're
I
way
just
too
want
far.
you to see the top of the painting first. I'm not trying to show you the whole painting first. And this is where the break in the trees is at the top, where you can see. I'm trying to get where you can see through the trees to a clearing that is moonlit. And then down here, I'll raise this up now and take it back, is where the moon is hitting like the grass and some shrubs in the darkness of night. And so we're going to work on that one a little bit tonight. I've been
Hi, Kathy, My Alabama Farm Life, and Ocala Bigfoot Tours, and Lisa.
Bigfoot, good to see ya.
Yeah, he said, Bigfoot said, Donnie loved to see an Old West scene.
He wants to see an Old West
He loves to see an Old West scene, which was, I think, the grist mill.
Oh,
It
yes.
looks like an Old West scene.
It was definitely a worn-out building. So...
Carrie said wow, that's amazing. Trees are the next best thing after kittens. LOL.
Well, I want to show you my little thing here. This is a brush, and as you can see, I have the brush halfway black and halfway white. We are still quite a distance away from the
Ringy
painting.
Dingy said, if it doesn't sell, just add Bigfoot in the forest.
Oh, good idea. Gee, I kind of like that idea. So what we just do is we just pull this down like that. It's half black.
Yeah, I know, Charlie, that both of those accounts are yours. So the Charlie and Janice and the Ocala Bigfoot Tours both of those are Charlie and Janice. But the other account was having some issues. Hi, Charlene, Kane's mom. We also have a treat tonight too.
Oh boy!
If you saw the shorts video that we put out today, when we did our Crockett's review, they were sold out of the cinnamon rolls. So when we were driving through there today, Donnie had the idea, I wonder if we could get a cinnamon roll to go. Because if you want one of those and you're going to eat there as a later breakfast, you probably want to order one to go and have it ready and waiting for you, because otherwise those things sell out usually.
Yes,
but
do not have...
we got there just early enough that they weren't sold out, and we had one to go. I'm telling you what, they are something else.
So it's a $7 and some odd cent, like $8 cinnamon roll. And you're thinking an $8 cinnamon roll, but wait till you see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. This is like huge. These are huge. I mean, that is huge. That's my hand right there. That is huge cinnamon roll, and it looks like it's got cinnamon sugar on top of it, and then they have on the side here they have the frosting, and then this is a little bit of the biscuit from there, and then I got a biscuit also from Popeyes, because I was hungry. It was well after 2:00, and we'd been driving around. Well, I don't know what time we left.
It was 9 something.
9. So we've been driving around all morning and all early afternoon, and I hadn't eaten yet, because I usually don't eat until about 2 o'clock. So so we stopped at Popeyes, and I had the chicken, and then this is the roll or the biscuit from Popeyes. So he wanted me to compare them. The one at The one at Crockett's.
I got a biscuit and gravy accidentally when
This
I
is
went in
this
the
is
door.
it. But they're about that thick,
Yeah.
you know,
I
huge.
went in the door just to get a cinnamon roll, and I saw biscuits and had to get a cinnamon. I had to get a biscuit and gravy. And if you're ever in a hurry, Crockett's is pretty quick with their to-go orders. They had a 45-minute wait, and I only waited 4 or 5 minutes. But everybody else was waiting 45 minutes to get a table. Not me. So right now I am making a like a tree venue in the distance here, where you have these dark trees that you're peering through to a distant there is an opening behind these trees. And so
I'm nibbling on both of those biscuits, and they're both really, really good. I really couldn't say one is better than the other. I'm a biscuit person. I'm the person that on the strawberry shortcake, you get the biscuit. If you have a choice between the cake and the biscuit, I get the biscuit.
right, if you get a strawberry shortcake with a sweet or a bitter shortbread, we'll take the shortbread.
Lisa said, looks good, and I don't even like cinnamon rolls. Everybody else thinks it looks good.
It is.
Eddie said, when are you going to offer up some of these Donny originals for sale? Well, we've been trying to get them just right so that he can make prints of them and then sell them at the
upcoming expo.
At the expo, and we want to book the Rod Run show too. And then if somebody wants to buy one, we don't know what the price would be because we have to ask our friend who's an artist, because she sells her prints that way.
I'm in the wrong blue.
He's in the wrong blue. Ringy Dingy said, I can't wait to see Donny's paintings in person.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in a little? Let me see, maybe I can. Carrie said the dark trees is my favorite so far.
Thank you.
Kathy said, I love the trees. They're awesome.
I'm glad you're so far away. You will never know what trouble it is. Nobody knows the trouble I'm trees.
Charlie said he always liked those little pinwheel things, those little cinnamon pinwheels.
Yeah,
now, I wasn't a fan of those. I like a cinnamon roll, but I never was a fan of those little pinwheel things. Hi, Nathan, NDT show. How are you?
So we're blending right on the canvas and blending paint, trying to find that color, that color that takes your brain past into the distance, and puts a little bit. That's getting closer. That's
there's always an issue with painting, and that is once you have a color, you've used it up, how do you mix more? How do you get more of that color going once you've used it up? So you try mixing it again and it's not quite right. It'll be darker than that. And so you're always wanting to set a little bit aside. I watched an artist do that this week. She always kept her original color going. Hey, oh, I like that one. That's better. There's one thing that a lot of painters do is they do their background first. Well, I did my background first, and then I did the foreground in front of it and didn't like it. So I had to start all over again. So we're getting there. Well, we're getting there. I'm getting right to the color I wanted to get to. All right. And then we're going to try to get this as close to done as we can by the time our hour is up. We've got to open up some of this canopy a little bit more. It's a little bit too dark, not enough light coming through.
Space Instant Joy, when are you going to paint? Maybe if I take lessons. I haven't painted since high school. It's been a really long time.
That sounds about right. It depends on what you listen to and what we look at. Because once you look at it and you start liking what you see,
okay.
See, that was just too dark. See now how I'm wiping in some of that white paint. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
You want a bite of this cinnamon roll?
Oh, what's your opinion? How you been doing on that? Do we need to heat it up?
It might need to be heated up.
All right. So
Unless you'll just want to dip it in this stuff, this frosting stuff.
well, that's right. They give you some frosting. Sorry about that. I forgot to clip it in. All right.
Here.
All right, here comes my frosted piece of cinnamon roll. Light and fluffy, good sweet dough recipe. Yep, I think we'll have to warm this up to really enjoy it.
It's good though.
Mm-hmm. And when we were at Dollywood last night, I went in there and a little Danish was $5 and a little cookie was $5, but a loaf of the spiced vanilla pumpkin bread was $7.99, and I thought it probably weighs 3 or 4 times as much as those two Danishes, so I'm going for that. That's the value. So we had spiced vanilla
blurry.
Pumpkin bread last night. Taste test. Oh, that was good. You'll have to watch it though if you want to know what happened.
We brought but then we brought it home and added melted butter to it.
Oh,
Yeah, woo,
I forgot to mention that.
that
part.
is good. Melted butter on a pumpkin bread.
And not just drizzled on top, but drop it in the melted butter, and then pick it out like you sopped it in gravy. Oh, it was very, very good.
Spaceman said, "You don't need lessons. You just need paint and a brush, and then learn by happy mistakes. Happy mistakes."
I do. I like my happy mistakes. I like my happy mistakes. I don't have a problem with those.
A lot of the snow over here in where we're at melted, but the snow was still over in the Gatlinburg area and
It was
in
snowing
Wares
when we
Valley
left.
and stuff. It was still snowing over there when we
Yes.
left the area, and then, but over here the sun had warmed it up enough that a lot of it melted in over here.
Mm-hmm.
Ringy Dingy said, "Joy, I can teach you how to draw stick figures." I know how to draw stick figures. Shari said, "I've never painted, but would draw and design cars and was really good at it, but haven't done it now in many years."
Yeah, I can't draw a car to save my life. All right. Yep, I'm just what I said yesterday, I'm going to kick back and take it easel.
Take it easel.
And take it easel.
Spaceman said, "I had a minor in art, but my idea of painting is throwing paint up behind a jet engine and letting it hit the canvas."
Oh, I remember that. That's incredible. Years ago.
Charlene Keynesman said, "Butter makes everything good."
Butter makes everything better.
Charlie said he's been craving a pineapple upside down cake.
Ooh, I love those. I know a guy that's got 7 pounds of brown sugar. He would be glad to help you with that recipe. Mm-hmm.
One thing that Dollywood does with their at the end of the day, you can go in there and get sometimes you can go there
Right
and
at
get
closing time.
at closing time you can get a really good discount on their bakery items.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're leaving at the end of the day from Dollywood, that's just a tip. Go in there and ask them if they have any deals.
It's right after they close the door, and they're trying to get rid of the last of it. Yep, you get 2 for 1, I believe.
Spaceman Dudley said, "I can show her how to draw a lasso for her stick figures." I'll have to show you my one drawing sometime. I actually drew my beagle dog when I was in high school. It was a pencil sketch, and it was pretty good as far as, way back in the day. It's not as
Yeah, Wagon Day.
It's not as good as, a professional artist, but wagon days.
You caught that, huh? Little red wagon. Not covered wagon.
If you hear that beeping,
That's a battery thing.
it's a
Battery
thing.
backup.
And
We
it's
don't know why our battery backup is beeping. We have hit every button and tried everything. It's just beeping.
just every now and then it'll beep like that.
Yep. There we go.
I was looking for my other phone.
You've got one
My other
playing
phone.
music here.
Oh, that's what it is. It's playing your music.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to look for my picture to see if my picture was on there. And this is another thing I got at Popeyes today that I was going to taste test. It's Popeyes apple pie. And that's what it looks like. It just sounded good to me.
Yeah, and when you're hungry, everything sounds good.
I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
They're crunchy
Cinnamon coated.
and apple on the inside. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's tasty. It's not for anyone that doesn't like cinnamon, but I like cinnamon. Hi, Sappho.
Our Bahama Mama from River Nassau.
We don't even have a microwave. I used to get headaches all the time, really bad. And then I heard someone say get rid of the microwave. I saw a video where they were showing the radiation. They were talking about the radiation. This was a guy that actually worked in that field. That was his specialty. And he said get rid of the microwaves. And I got rid of it. And I stopped having migraines. And that's been years, a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
2 years ago.
Sappho said no microwaves for us either.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
Yeah. Spaceman Dudley said he loved the old type of pies that McDonald's used to make. I would say this is better though. The Popeyes one. I do recommend it. It's good. It's tasty.
All right.
You know, people are talking about pineapple juice in the comments, but pineapple juice is supposed to be really good for you if you have a cough or something like that. Sappho asked if we have an air fryer. Yes, we do have an air fryer.
Yeah, we use that. That is our rescue. French fries. Oh, breaded shrimp. French fries. I take sazon and garlic, and I roll a piece of grouper in sazon, garlic, and like this herbal seasoning that's not salted. I stick it in the air fryer on a piece of tin foil, and it comes out restaurant crunchy, good, and tasty.
Spaceman said he put some clam chowder in the microwave, and it was like clam chowder fireworks.
You're right.
He said Becky just shook her head at him.
Hey, how's Becky doing today? I know she's better. I know she's better.
Carrie said that she used to work for McDonald's and put the little pies on the steamer. She said that's all she could do. She worked there for 6 months.
Yep, that's about it.
Sappho makes rotisserie chicken in the air fryer.
Ooh.
Hers has a rotating spit, so she said it's really good. We tried to buy some sort of convection oven with a rotisserie or something, but I don't know. I think it
wouldn't
was
turn the meat.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It had to be perfectly balanced, or it wouldn't rotate. I remember that.
This stuff, Donnie bought me this stuff to drink. It's good. It's mango punch, Tampico.
Yes, only 8 carbs.
No sugar, extra sugar, no sucralose, or no saccharin, or
It's good.
aspartame, or anything.
It is good.
I got it out of the kids aisle, actually. Okay, now we're going to take the special eyeline brush,
which has a very long bristle. Make some branches.
She's Becky's still dealing with a headache, but it comes and goes. It's not like a regular headache.
We'll have a little bit of that pink salt, a little bit of pink salt, and water.
Yeah, you should try this, Spaceman. It's good.
There it is. Oh no, it's hard as a rock. Look, I missed it. I didn't put it in the cleaner last night. Oh. Okay, so much for that idea. Alright.
This has high fructose corn syrup in it too.
Yeah, it does.
I needed something because of the mold. The mold was making me cough. He found a pillow that he had stuffed behind the bed, and the condensation got on it, and it was all moldy. And that mold thing was making me cough, and then at the front, he had stuck a big old piece of foam in the front window when it was so cold. Remember, it was so cold, and before we got the diesel heater. That ticking sound, by the way, is the diesel heater. It's on. It's because it's so cold here right now. The diesel heater is keeping us warm. But before the diesel heater, he had to put the foam in the front window, and then he wasn't thinking, because he put he thought he would put some paper towel down underneath that foam. So when we were looking around cleaning up the area, the paper towel had gotten moldy too because of the condensation. So we had mold in the back where we sleep and mold in the front. Condensation is not a friend of an RV.
Water and RVs do not get along.
I know,
Oh,
high
like that
fructose
color.
corn.
Look at that.
High fructose
Ooh.
corn syrup is not good, but I needed something to help coat my throat right now.
Well, the only problem with corn syrup is that it's not a natural sugar for the body.
So it doesn't make your body stop.
And say, okay, I'm full, I've had enough. That's why they put it in everything, to get people to eat more. It's not about eating correctly, it's about eating more, so that they can make more money off of food. Little
sort of a conspiracy theory, right? So we're just kind of putting some branches on here. A few little gray with the wrong kind of brush. Since the right kind of brush has been ruined. Somehow it got buried, and so when I finished painting last night, it didn't get washed.
Carrie said, honey coats the throat.
Oh, we've got her honey stuff too. Yeah, we've been taking that. Yes, we have. We put that on the biscuit. We are mixing the sky color and the blue color with a little bit of black, looking to make branches that have different colors and bring our forest down. Bring a few branches down. And we take a little bit of
The beeping in the background, Salfo, is the battery backup thing that the computer and stuff's plugged in. He can't figure out why it's beeping.
Yeah, I've hit the reset button and it still beeps.
And it doesn't beep all the time.
Yeah.
It
So
just-
it could be, it's a battery backup for the computer. So it may be just protecting the computer from, you know, a low voltage. So then after I put a few more branches in, I just put a few little more dark little tiny branches and a little bit of shading right in here. We need a little bit more of that aqua.
Is Michelle's Tasty Dishes coming to
Is anybody at
the Smoky Mountains? Because
Helen,
I'm not
Georgia?
going. I'm not going to Helen, Georgia.
Yeah.
I think they're having a church service with Scott ministering and Michelle's Tasty Dishes singing the worship tomorrow. Actually, that's what I heard.
On Sunday?
That's what I
Or
heard.
today.
And in Helen, Georgia, at that
Yeah.
meetup that they're having it by the river. Spaceman Dudley said, I thought the beep was in my house. I was looking around. Ah.
Yeah, it is. Keep looking.
Sappho said the same thing. She thought the beep was in her house. She was
Oh.
asking Jerkovi, what's that noise?
We're gonna have to play this joke more often. Yeah.
That's funny.
This time we did it accidentally. Next time it'll be on purpose. What beeping?
Sappho said, I wasn't the only one then, Spaceman
No.
Dudley. Ah.
Oh, I'm liking this. This is looking real good.
Oh, Mike and Michelle are coming to Tennessee Sunday or Monday till Friday. Well, she has my number. And he has Donny's number too. If they wanna, well now you switched numbers.
Yeah.
Hi, Lake Akins. How are you? He says we've been to Helen many times. It's just a few miles away. Yeah, there's a little meetup going on there right now, but with all the snow going on and stuff, we didn't want to get on the roads.
Yeah.
Spaceman said, Sopho asked her husband, what's that noise? Spaceman asked his wife what the noise was.
Did anybody watch the live stream last night? We really had a special one.
The parade at Dolly's wood.
And mine.
Oh yeah, Donny's last night.
I
People
had
enjoyed
the
it.
Lord really speak last night. Revelation and understanding. It was called Being Stuck Between Your Past and Arrived.
Hi Tara and Scott. Tara said, I can't see the forest because of the trees.
Oh, shut up. That's terrible.
Oh, Lake Aiken said that noise is usually the fire alarm when Sheila cooks.
Ooh,
Aw.
ow. That was mean.
Oh, Tara went to a ladies' conference, so she didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but she'll watch the replay.
Oh, what was the conference about?
A church conference, ladies' meeting, I think. But she also does the Red Hat Society ladies things. Spaceman said he watched some of it and he'll watch the rest later.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I really got surprised last night. It was really, really good.
And we had a couple people let us know. One person, was that Diane, actually had said she really, really enjoyed the lesson last night on Team Jesus Ministries that Donny did. And then Kentucky Girl, she had watched it, and she said that she felt like she hadn't realized that she was stuck in the 70s until she listened to the message last night.
That was quite an honor. If it was all just for her, that was worth it.
That's
right
what I
there.
said. If it was
That's
just
what
for
said,
you,
yeah.
I said if it was just for you, Kentucky Girl, then it was worth it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a real blessing.
Spaceman said, did anyone see the deer in the background playing behind the trees?
No, where is it? I'll paint it. I'll make it happen.
Hi, Evelyn Newman.
Oh, I haven't shown them that. The one directly behind you, then.
Oh, how you redid it?
I did the deer. I did a painting and saw deer in the painting and started to make them come out. That was a different painting that I was doing.
Let me see. Yeah. He does want to touch up the deer. But this one of the paintings he did.
I'm glad you said that, Dudley, because that's what happened was I had put some trees and some bushes, and you know how you put the sticks down first, and the sticks turned into deer legs. So all I had to do was add the bodies to them. It was like, wow, I saw the deer. So if you see a deer in here, let me know. I'll paint him. I'll be glad to paint him. I'm amazed at what's in these paintings. I actually had big bushes right here. And the bushes I was going to do, but then all of a sudden when it turned into a night sky, the bushes turned into ghosts. And it didn't work. So I was doing some grass down here, and then all of a sudden some water appeared on its own. So then when I saw this water, I was trying to do like a rock. But it ended up being like a silver pond. So when I saw that, then I realized, okay, so this is more of a grassy area where that's got the moonlight on it, a little bit of blue and a few little sprigs coming up, and then the rest of this is just the night sky reflecting through the trees. So see the, let me see if I can make
No,
this
that's not Angel. You hear Angel sleeping, okay, until I said her name, and then she opened her eyes. But that's probably Ladybug making that whiny noise.
Yeah, so you
And
see.
Iris. Okay, then here's this. Wait. Now, remember this painting he did? And then look at, he's been working on the water, the waves on it. Just because it was not quite, it didn't,
Have enough paint on it.
it didn't, well, show them your picture over there.
Oh.
He tried to just do a print up of it. And see, there was the hold it up, farther back.
How about right?
See how the waves were there? It didn't quite come through like waves on that.
I mean, now when you're looking at it right there, it looks pretty good. But when you look close, it looks shabby.
And so so see there, there's movement to this one. So he did that. He worked on this. Now he's got to work over here on the
clouds.
On the clouds a little bit, but.
Yep.
Lake said that he said I didn't know that you did, that you were a painter. I didn't know you painted. That's so cool. He started with a house, you know, painting houses and stuff like that. And then after a while, he did a little bit of faux painting for, you know, like like he would paint a marble pillar or something like that to look like marble and things like that.
Sponge painting.
And then one time he did a little Christmassy scene with a snowman on a gift box for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't do anything for years and years and years and years. And I kept saying, you could do something. You could do something.
Yep, there's
Hold
the
it back
snow.
a little.
There's the snowman.
There's one of the snowmans.
Yeah.
You can see down at the bottom, there's a little river at the bottom of the hill. And I was trying to cram too much into the painting. But we were going to use this as a giveaway.
Tara said, my ladies' conference was about digging into God's word, lean in, laugh, and remind each other that God isn't finished with us yet.
Amen.
Spaceman said, when are you opening up your studio?
Oh, you mean the gallery? Yeah. Well, I have to have a friend who reconditions Thomas Kincaid paintings. And it costs as much to restore a Thomas Kincaid painting as the original price. So I thought, well, why don't I just charge double to begin with instead of giving somebody money to restore it later on? So I was thinking maybe $2 instead of $1 for my paintings. Oh, I like that. You know, I discover a lot of stuff while I'm painting. I'm not one of those tutorials. You're not going to get a tutorial from me. You'll get a toodaloo maybe, but not a tutorial.
Hi, Christy Betts. How are you? Charlie said that they had a lot of bad storms come through and take out a lot of the power in the area.
Mm. We've got a couple of generators.
Lake Aiken said he loved the cross at the top of your snowman painting.
Yeah, isn't that cool how he's kind of pointing to the cross? I like that. Even a snowman knows.
It's too far down. You always hold it too far down.
Screen. Yep. So we're kind of putting the last touches here on the weeds and the growth at the bottom.
Jerry Lett, how are you? She said, our tractor club has the show at the fairgrounds the first weekend of April. Free admission. Come paint some antique tractors.
You know what? I would promise I will do that. I bet I could sit there and do that. I'll bet I could.
That's my birthday week. My birthday is April 2nd. And if Marilyn from Kentucky watches the replay, because she's not in the comments at the moment, but Marilyn from Kentucky has the same birthday as me. We are birthday twins as far as the day is concerned. April 2nd. Lake said Frosty had vision. Okay, now that's really doing the beep. Donnie, you're hitting that with the chair. Okay, the computer went off. Once it gets to that, then it's annoying.
I stands it, and I stands it, till I can't stands no more. Huh. Well, that's still on, so we know that the campground has not lost power. I have no idea what's going on.
You must have
It's
used
brand
it.
new. I just took it out of the box. I mean, we've had it for a year before I took it out of the box. I'm hitting the reset button, and that's not doing anything. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have to turn it off, but give me my phone so I can read the comments. Because if my computer won't stay on.
You got one phone here? Where's
No,
the
I
other
need,
one?
give me my phone, that phone. Because I can't read the comments. I was reading them from the computer. Where's your phone? Well, I use your phone. All right, just turn that off, because that's annoying. Sorry about that noise, you all. This is a technical difficulty thing. He's gonna have to bypass that thing, I guess, but not right now. He's got to get back to the painting. Can you just shut it off?
I'm trying. Yeah, I've unplugged it and everything. And it's...
There, leave that like that. Just leave it like that. Oh. All right. That was horrible.
I lived through it.
I mean, just the beeping starts to get to me, but then after a while you get used to the noise, you know?
Oh, there it goes again.
No,
That's not.
the diesel heater. You're listening to the diesel heater noise.
No, I'm not listening to that. You didn't hear it, but then it didn't happen.
Oh, thanks, Spaceman. He said, we're still here, Joy. The Antique Tractor Show is at the Sevierville Fairgrounds on Old Knoxville Highway, about a mile from the Soaky Mountain Water Park. And if you go, you might get to meet Jerry. Because she's part of the antique tractor show.
One of those special people that wants to keep history alive and exciting.
Ring-a-Dingy wanted to know how the painting in the new chair.
Oh,
It's
I love
better.
my new chair.
It's way better on his back. Now, if he goes too many hours, then he has to stop. But it's way more comfortable than. He was sitting on the dog food container, and there was no back support whatsoever.
Yeah, not a thing.
Yes, Spaceman said you might make some contacts there for the NASA technology air cleaner thing.
Yep.
The tractor show is the first week of April, Tara.
They have a tractor there called a hit and miss. They've got all these antique things that used to run. I mean, they made society work years ago. If it wasn't for those tractors and those generators, those pulleys wouldn't have worked. Maybe, I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here. Yep.
Hi, Ed. How are you? He said shalom.
All right. I still haven't seen the deer yet. Anybody see the deer? I haven't seen it. I'm looking for it though.
It would be interesting to make a deer.
Yeah, a little set of
Thinking
antlers
through.
or something back in there, but Mr. Talented is a bit squeamish about that. Because then he has to start over if he messes it up. So I'm
Spaceman-
very happy with that.
Spaceman Dudley said, "Have you ever heard of the?" He asked Jerry if she ever heard of the East Tennessee Antique Engine Show held near Unicoi, Tennessee. They had their 50th annual show last year. That'd be interesting. We love antique tractors. So does Scott, Tara's husband, Scott. He loves antique tractors like we do. He used to drive them on the farm.
Well, he is one. He's I was trying to make a tree shadow. Didn't work out so well. So I'm painting back over it.
Ed asked if I've checked to see if Donny still has 2 ears or just one.
Thank you. I am not quite that good yet. But if you want to buy one of my paintings for $1 million, I will gladly Van Gogh you a tip.
Spaceman Dudley said that painting is so calming.
It's nice and dark. Yep. And you know what? I think I'm ready to sign it and call it done. So, needs something right here though. Something interesting. Maybe some snow.
Or just a little bit of light coming through from the, you know, the top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would do snow, because you don't have snow anywhere else.
Right, it would have to be a little gray.
Like a little frost or something, like a little bit of a frost on the ground. You know, maybe like a morning dew frost or something.
Well, if we're wrong, we can always paint over it. Here comes a little. The hardest thing to do sometimes is stop. Say, oh, that's good right there. That's all you need. Yeah, like right.
Ed said, "You got that right, Donnie. You're getting there. Though, whoa! I think I see Smoky Mountain hiker going through the woods."
I think you're listening. You're watching the wrong channel.
Smoky Mountain hiker. He is the hiker. Boy, I'm telling you,
Somebody
that
saw him
guy.
at Cades Cove.
He can walk. He can take an 18-mile hike in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like unbelievable, the hikes he takes.
Yeah.
Oh. Some people watch him and say that they get tired just watching him.
Oh. All right, I'm accidentally doing something here. Look at this. Look at that. Now, I was just trying to touch something up and make a little mark, and all of a sudden I'm seeing a little bit of a path going back into these woods. Coming out, turning right there. Look, little path. Boy, that's cool.
Happy little path.
Happy little path. Just appeared out of nowhere. Look at that little happy path right there. And that kind of opens up the trees a little bit there. Makes an opening where your mind can go back into the trees there.
You got that out of thinking that Smoky Mountain hiker was going hiking?
Yes, I got that because I was thinking about a hiker and a path. And so this would be maybe just a... And of course this path would be more well lit. So I got to put a little bit of light in there. And here comes the... Yeah, here comes that path for a hiker. A Smoky Mountain hiker.
Tara said Smoky Mountain hiker is so nice. He's a very sweet guy. Very quiet. He's very quiet. When you're around him, he doesn't talk a lot. You almost have to pull a conversation out.
You gotta coax him a little.
Coax
he
him
gets to know you,
coax
he
him a
does
little.
better.
Yeah. But Tara said, I often wonder how many pairs of shoes he wears out each month.
No, he would be a good guy to sponsor a pair of shoes.
Yeah, a shoe company should sponsor him.
Yeah.
Ed said, Miss Joy will just sow the seed and Brother Donny will paint it. The idea of, yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
did with the church. That was a suggestion.
Now we're going to put a few rocks right here by the water. As we put a path up here. So that's bringing more life to there. So we've got a path going right there. We've got a few little bumps and rocks in the path. Then we got a few there. Wow, look at that. That really, really, really helped. Now we need just a touch of white along the, oh, get out the blade. And we'll put a little bit of a water edge right there below the rocks. Right there. Ah, got it. Look at that. There we go. And then we need a little bit more water. Right there.
I have not seen the Billy Graham Cove in Asheville.
Yeah, he's got a. We were in Charlotte to pick up, and he's got a whole library there. They honor him in Charlotte. Okay. Gail would be very happy with my making of a path. We got to make it a little better there, Bert. We've got to, well,
Maybe you need to add a little brown in the path. A little
yeah,
brown in the
something
path.
brown.
That makes it look not, you know, a little more like a path, because a
little
path
dirt.
would be dirt.
Our path. Well, see, it's
Probably.
kind of late at night. It's kind of late at night. I don't know if a path.
Tara had some friends that visited that Billy Graham Cove in Asheville. They said it was beautiful and peaceful. They loved it.
That's not helping. I think I know what we're looking for here. We're looking for a little line right where the weeds stop and the plants stop and the path starts. With a little guide. And now we've screwed it up. Everybody in their big ideas. Oh, do that. Great. But sometimes when I've wiped something off, that really did the trick, you know, so maybe wiping off the, yep, look at that.
So wiping off my mistake has given me that reddish brown path look.
Thank you. Y'all were right. I just didn't know how to get it.
That's very good. I'm going to put some more right here.
I just put the link in the chat to Team Jesus Ministries channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, Donny posts a gospel message, and
Freedom.
it's nice for free. It's nice even in the replay if you don't get on the live stream. But please go over there and subscribe to that.
I have 199 subscribers.
Is that on that channel or the other channel? Storyteller.
Storyteller's 199.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 96 on Team Jesus, yeah. But millions of viewers. Very good. That's very good now. I think that's good. All right, we've got a nice little path and pretty little trees.
It does look better with the brown.
Yeah,
It looks a little more like a
definitely
path.
hazed it down to where a natural kind of moonlit look. You know, I can always do a little bit of moonshine on there. That's a different kind of moonshine, huh? Yeah. All right. So the only thing I'm looking at now is the trees. I'm seeing a good thing. They're not really defined. I don't know if I should put bark or something on them or something more realistic, or if they look good just like that. I'm not trying to make a big natural statement. I think I'm okay. I think I'm where I want to be. Maybe
Ed said if you put the wrong moonshine on there, you won't have a painting left anymore.
yeah. I'm just wondering if I need to rough these trees up a little bit, just to give a more natural. They're just.
I don't know. You're starting to take away the background,
Uh-huh.
and that's not good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to touch any of the shadows. I only want to touch the trees. I just want to just maybe rough a few edges so that it doesn't look quite so man-made.
Ed said, Joy, tell Donny I caught his last two broadcasts on Team Jesus Ministries last week and this week, and I found him on there, and I got subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Ed.
Oh, thank you. You can say you're one of the first. You can always brag about being one of my first subscribers that I knew about. Now, you might not be number one, but you're the first one I know of.
Well, we've got some people that have started watching it regularly now.
Yes, and in case you missed the beginning of the broadcast, we had some very encouraging changes and results in people's hearts last night from the broadcast. That was just wonderful to hear about.
Ed said, I always love talking about the Lord and hearing about the Lord.
All right. So,
Wonderful.
as of right now, we've decided on DW for my signatures.
Thank you, Charlene Kane's mom. She said, I love Team Jesus. One of the things which is our heart, is when we have property, we want to be able to use it for the glory of God. You know, even our channels, all of our channels, we like to lift up Jesus and help people draw closer to Jesus. And we're believing God for some property that that we can actually use
There.
and be able to minister the gospel from that property. You're too close. You have to back it way up. They can't really see it. Back it way up.
I can't.
You're-
You took
you're-
the phone that I can.
I know, but that's a delay.
Yes. So tell me.
Farther back.
Farther back. You must have zoomed in good then. How about the top? Can you see the top?
Yeah, but it's a little bit too bright. You're a little bit too close here.
No. Anyway,
Anyway, back it. It was fine.
It
Yeah,
was
that's
fine on
better
the-
on there.
take it easy. All right. Ooh.
Maybe the light is a little too bright on it. This light.
Yeah.
How do you change the light?
The other one turns it off. The other one brightens and darkens. And the middle one, it changes whether it's blue light, white light, whatever kind of light.
Oh, there. That might be better. I took it down a little. Tara said, very nice, Donny.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The bidding starts at $1,000.
Spaceman said, I know people in the gospel bluegrass group called No Name But His. So look up No Name But His.
It depends on what light you look at it in that light.
It's a
Isn't it?
gospel bluegrass group. Spaceman Dudley said that the bluegrass group is No Name But His. Jerry Lett said the club members a lot of them are from the English Mountain area. Hi, Blondie. How are you? Hope you feel better, Blondie. We're about to end it.
Really?
Yeah, we're about to end it here. He's just finishing up his painting.
Thank you, Jesus. All right. So next week, we're gonna put another coat of primer on this and get ready for next week.
Hi, Smoky Mountain Man.
Hey, we sure had fun at Dollywood yesterday. Thank you for visiting with us. We got to be on a live stream of another YouTuber too.
Not at Dollywood.
Yes, Dollywood. We were on.
No, that's an edited vlog.
Oh, that's edited.
Yeah, we're
Well, he was live though.
no,
He wasn't live.
no, he was just vlogging.
Ah.
We ran into Yankee in the South. Donnie thought he was live, but he wasn't live. He was just vlogging. So he put us on his video. I think he said he ran into a lot of people. So he didn't do as much vlogging as he thought he was going to do because he kept running into people. So I think he kept putting everybody in his video if they wanted to, if they didn't mind it, that is. Oh yeah, I sent Smoky Mountain Man the photo that we took together with Yankee in the South and Chris and Mindy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that. Okay, quit playing before you ruin it. I know somebody's saying that. You remember a couple of paintings ago when it was like, oh, he just ruined it. And I had to start over.
Your signature looks messy.
Yeah. That's me. Oh, you wouldn't believe some of the mistakes I've made.
You need a little painting, a little paintbrush to do the initials. But anyway.
Unless that's part of my
Messiness.
my shtick. Yeah, this morning I broke an expensive bowl. It might even be irreplaceable. They're not irreplaceable, but you can't buy just one. What else did I do silly?
Smoky Mountain Man said, "Good to see you painting again, Donnie."
Yeah.
He's been painting.
Oh yeah.
He just hasn't been putting them out. There's
the old mill church.
Okay, hold it up. There. No, I got it. I moved the camera. There's the old mill church.
There's Old Mill Church. And this is Night Mountain Sky. Night Mountain Sky. And then this one was just an abstract I got just messing around. Ocean and trees and then distant haze and mountains are going up, or could that possibly be lightning and this is a storm going on?
It looks a little like a mountain, but
Yeah,
it's like an abstract mountain.
It's my mountain.
Smoky Mountain Man said, "I love the church,
And,
the old mill church. It's an old grist mill. The
down at the
old mill church.
Oh,
at the old mill church."
Old mill church. That'll make it a famous painting. Just that word right there. So before I mess something up here, thank you for all the compliments and good-hearted gestures. So I don't really have a name for this one yet. I would call it Night Trees or Moonshade. Or how about Moonshade Forest?
Lisa,
Moon Tree Forest.
if you're watching, do you recognize that picture on the refrigerator?
Yeah. Are you praying for him?
He's
He's a daddy.
a great daddy, and that's one of my favorite pictures of my nephew right there.
That's Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Silas's daddy.
Yeah, our
Accidentally.
Silas. Yeah.
Accidentally. The hooch.
Chi-Chi.
Yeah. She was the hooch. That was the dog he got, and then we got Silas from her. And that began our breeding years. 1999 to 2009. Wonderful.
Oh, Smoky Mountain Man said he loved the the little snowy drive, we stopped over at the Gatlinburg Overlook. If you want to see that, we did just a 10-minute live stream this morning of the Gatlinburg bypass overlook. Yes, Lisa said, yes, I love that it's there. The picture of that's our Tony right there. Lisa's Tony.
That's how we keep people in prayer. We got a name on a list, or we've got a picture on the wall.
Pictures or something. Yep.
So, the painting looks better in person. I'm looking at it on the iPad. It looks pretty good. Looks a little sticky though. Like maybe it's a little too bright. Maybe I should put a little more darkness on those trunks. Darken those trunks a little bit. It looks good here, but on the film it looks bright. It looks good there though. I don't know if I want to mess with that or not. I like that one. We can darken that one. See, I like that one right there because it looks like this is a break in the trees, and this is another break that you're looking on both sides of this tree into the distance. So I really like that. I'm not messing with that one. This is a very good one. That's good.
Smoky Mountain Man said, did you teach yourself how to paint, or did you have lessons?
I've only watched Bob Ross. But of course I've been a professional house and trim painter for 25 years, which gives me an understanding of how to mix the colors and how to blend paint. And I've had a good talent for color. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. That's better. Maybe right there could be a little narrower. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's just a little bit too bright right there.
Carrie wanted to know what your favorite painting is so far.
Oh, that would be this one, the one that I'm sending to my brother. I'm going to ship this off. Good spot.
Yeah, a little lower for the lighthouse, just a little lower. There you go.
That's one. And what makes this one my favorite one is the lighthouse. And then accidentally I made a mistake here and realized that, oh, I can take this ocean and put that ocean right there and right there, which would break these two pieces off as though heavy weather has opened up these cracks in the little isthmus and kind of lets you see in the distance a little bit there. And I love that sunset. That's the best sunset I've ever done.
Donnie wants to take this painting and put it on canvas for himself, for like a canvas print of it, so that he can keep a smaller copy of it and send this big one to his brother.
Yep.
Smoky Mountain Man said, I really like that one. Spaceman said, did you see our story went to Bob Ross painting place and did a video? Yes. I watched that video, and she did a really good job on that. Donnie and I both watched it. And
in Greenville.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that
so
was fun.
That he might have to go there and take a lesson from that.
Know, I noticed the same thing you dealt with is what I dealt with. Is that time lapse is just really too fast to really enjoy the creation. And by the way, I have a time lapse of this 10 minutes and 32 seconds. You'll see my face, and you'll see Donnie painting, and you'll see that
in the background, and I did a time lapse of this painting. This is 14,
Hours.
no, actually 15 hours because I redid the beach. This is 15 hours. We condensed it down to 10 minutes and 32 seconds and 5 minutes. We actually have a 5-minute version of it too. You can really enjoy it quickly. Yeah.
And then for those who came in late and didn't see, this other lighthouse he did the first one, and he fixed the waves. He fixed the waves in this.
Yes, and I still need to fix those deer.
And he still needs to fix the sky where the clouds are and stuff. But
Yeah, I can do that right
he's
now.
working on that. And then
I dropped a $10,000 painting.
and then he's working on this one with the deer.
Yeah. Is that a good spot?
Yeah.
So the deer are pretty good, but we're thinking about kind of giving a little bit more color to them, where you can see, because there's a doe under the tree here. She's eating the tree, and there's a little young buck here and a young little antler buck here playing, and they're all, this one, the leader buck, he's kind of staring at the morning light. I was thinking about calling it Morning Deer. That's my morning deer.
Hi, Diana Brienne. How are you? Her husband has been dealing with cancer.
Oh,
So that's someone else we want to keep in prayers, is Diana Brienne Fairchild's husband.
okay.
So
We curse that cancer. It cannot live in a child of God. Not of God, it's not in him.
and they've been changing their diet and to make sure that they're eating healthy, and she does everything she can to make sure that they keep joy in their day every day, and happy thoughts and all this kind of stuff. That's extremely important. Your diet and your attitude. If
Yeah.
if you can bring, when you're dealing with anything really hard, like a physical or emotional trial like that, and you can bring laughter into your life, it can really make a huge difference, because it really is biblical that the joy of the Lord is my strength, and laughter really
Laughter is
is
a
good.
medicine.
Is like a medicine. Laughter is like a medicine. So, yeah, whatever you can do to bring in happiness, and cut out, if there's people out there that talk about gloomy things or sad things, and they're always talking about some sort of negativity or something like that, it really is important to cut those. Stop watching that kind of stuff, and just go to the places that lift you up, that lift up Jesus. Go to the places that bring laughter and joy into your heart, and watch your circumstances change if you can have happiness in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Smoky Mountain Man said, "As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants after thee, O Lord." Excuse me. I need a drink. My throat was dry.
As the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You, O Lord, are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee.
Mm-hmm. To you, O Lord, does my spirit yield. Now, I speak cancer. I tell you, cancer, loose your hold off the child of God. Loose your hold of the sound of my voice. Loose your hold off the child of God. In Jesus' name. Cancer is just a mutant cell. It is absorbed and attacked by the body, and the body got tired of attacking it, lost track of it. It was able to grow because of neglect. And now I command those immunities and those white corpuscles to attack that mutant cancer, to recognize it and destroy it and dissolve it. And white
Dry up at the
corpuscles,
root. We
right at the
command it to
root.
dry up at the root in the
Right
name
up
of
at the
Jesus.
root. Thank you, Lord.
Spaceman Dudley said, my wife ought to be real healthy. She's always laughing at me.
So you've kept her alive with your mistakes and goofiness. That's a good thing.
Smoky Mountain Man said, sing it, Donnie. That was a song that was on my mind, too.
Oh, good. As the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You, O Lord, are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. Do, 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 do. You, O Lord, are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you.
He's trying to touch up these various paintings because we want to try to see if we can get prints of them to sell at the show. The booth he rented at the Corvette Expo show. Spaceman said he's always enjoyed making people laugh. He's a joker.
Floor it.
Yeah. That wasn't funny until later. Hi, Nana Banana. The Corvette Expo show, is that like a week away, Donnie?
No, oh, it is. That's right. Next Friday. Yep. Yeah, these are white-tailed deer. So we got to make sure we get the white tail on them.
Carrie said, in everything, give thanks. 1 Thessalonians 5:18.
Well, that helped a lot right there. So like I was explaining earlier I had seen the legs of the, I was making sticks to put flowers on, and all of a sudden I saw the sticks were actually the legs of deer that were standing there, and so I just colored in between the sticks until the bodies began to form, and the next thing I knew, I had deer. I was very excited about that.
Nana Banana said that it's beautiful.
Yeah, just don't look too close. I need to get rid of that little bit right there. I need to make some green in there. I'm gonna get some green in there.
Smoky Mountain Man said, so glad you got to see Dolly. All the times we've been there, we've never seen her. She hasn't been there, Smoky Mountain Man, for 2 years either.
Yeah.
This is the first time in 2 years that Dolly has been at the park.
Yeah. And she did a media meeting early.
Well, I mean, for the parade. It's the first time in 2 years. Now, I think last year, I think she did pop in a little to sing once or twice. I heard that. But this was the first time that she came for a parade with the crowd and stuff. It's the first time we've ever been there when and seen her.
Mm-hmm.
Charlene Kane's mom said, Donny, is there anything you're not good at?
Well, I'm a pretty good cook.
He's a good cook. He's not the greatest cameraman.
Yeah, I have a little trouble with that, and I just.
He doesn't. It's because he doesn't
dropped
look.
and broke a very nice bowl today too.
And he doesn't look through the lens.
Oh.
Doesn't look through the camera. That's why he's not the greatest cameraman. I am working on him with that because I'm like.
Oh, that rod
Any
run was
time.
hilarious. She was like, "You're not even." The camera was pointing off. I'm looking at this car, just like, "Wow, look at this car." I'm like, where's the camera pointing? I don't know. Yes. Okay. I am not. Today I was jiggling and shaking around and on the camera.
On the live stream.
Yeah.
I kept telling
We were
him.
both shivering on the live stream.
It was a little bit of a chilly day. It wasn't cold.
Hell, at 26.
Yesterday. You talk about yesterday?
No, this morning
Oh.
when we were up on the overlook.
Oh, we were freezing.
Oh, yeah, we were.
On the live stream today, we were trying to hold it steady. I had to hand off the camera to him because my hand was shaking. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, we couldn't get that one.
How was the cinnamon roll? It was good. We were munching on it earlier.
Yes, very enjoyable.
And Lisa said she doesn't even like cinnamon rolls, but it looked good.
Yep.
I think it's better warm, if you eat it warm. Nana Banana said it looked cold, but beautiful. Yeah, that's one thing I tell people. You kind of have to hit subscribe and hit the bell button for our channel because you never know if we're going to do a little pop-up live like that. That's real short. That was just like 10 minutes long, but we didn't need to be there forever. We wanted to go vlogging, but I did want to show everyone just do a little pop-up live and show everyone what it looked like in with the snow over Gatlinburg, because it was pretty.
Yeah, because you know it's kind of plain having no color, and the lights aren't on because it's daytime. So it's just a quick view. You can get bored with it quick. And we were just blessed that they didn't have the road closed. The road didn't close until Little River Road that goes towards Cades Cove.
Yeah,
Which
I mean,
we recommend highly.
honestly, a lot of the times the road to the overpass, it'll close. And the spur will close too.
Yeah, we got that on tape. The trees get real heavy and fall.
I'm gonna make a really long video one of these days, and I'm gonna call it Smoky Mountain Snow Day. And I'm gonna take my various clips from when I captured the snow in this spot or that spot or the other spot here in the Smoky Mountains, and I'm gonna put them together with just peaceful music in the background, so that, and I'm gonna call it Smoky Mountain Snow Day, and put it out there so that if somebody just wanted to have a peaceful view of the Smoky Mountains in winter, there's people out there that like to play something like that all night while they're resting. I like to play stuff like that when I'm napping, when I'm just laying around and want to have a nap, because it's really peaceful. And I thought if I put the various clips together, I'm snacking on that cinnamon roll now.
Feels like a window's open somewhere. I'll take another piece of that. Give me a good dip.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most giant cinnamon roll I've ever seen. When you make
It's
them
huge.
really big like that, they're hard to rise. You have to do it just right. Because I make something called sweet cinnamon raisin bread. I use regular bread dough and a little sweet dough and mix it together, and then add cinnamon and raisins and roll it up and let it rise. And you know, if you need some place to raise bread that's nice and moist, I was sitting running a load of dishes, and as soon as the dishes are done running, that dishwasher is 100% humidity and it's warm. Stick your bread in there. Fill your dishes out and stick the bread in, and it'll sit in that nice steamy dishwasher for an hour and rise.
Charlene Kane's mom said that sounds really nice. The Smoky Mountains, I think she's talking about the Smoky Mountains Snow Day video.
Mm-hmm.
Nana Banana said, do you guys full-time RV? We live right now in the RV full-time for a couple of years. We want a cabin, but this is where we live right now. We never intended to have it be full-time forever living in it, but we do like to take trips in it. But I kind of would like to have a B-van RV for trips, and then have a cabin to live in. And then we could go on little trips and take our dogs and our cat. So nobody would, we wouldn't have to be concerned about somebody watching them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nana Banana said, we have a Jayco Pinnacle fifth wheel, but we, mainly me, don't know if we could do it.
No, it's one of those things that
Hello,
when
Sylvan's
you have
Kitchen.
to, you do it.
Well, some people really want to be on that adventure. But full-time RV life, there's a lot. Some people glorify it and make it look like it's just this wonderful thing, but you can have fun, but it's also a challenge at the same time. Full-time RV life is a challenge, I'm telling you. Like, we were here freezing until we got the diesel heater in this year because it was really cold this year. And then we've had leaks. We've had condensation that turned into mold. We've had breakdowns. We had our water heater breakdown.
We broke down Christmas Day twice.
Stuck at a truck stop.
We blew an engine on Christmas week, day before Christmas, in North Carolina. Ended up at south of the border with a blown engine, 23 degrees in a junkyard waiting for a new engine. And then this past year happened again. Christmas.
No, 2019 you talk about.
2019 Christmas. Day before Christmas. Blew the brakes out. Lost our brakes.
Selvin's Kitchen, hello.
Luckily the Lord rescued us from that one and showed us that our brakes weren't busted. They were just leaky. So we got a new piece put in and back on our way. Okay, that fixed that pretty good. So we're in the midst of we have been in the midst of trials for quite a while.
We're ready for the sales to take off and have the finances to buy a cabin.
And to live our dream.
And even if we had a piece of property, had a piece of property where we could put a cabin on it.
Yeah, put the RV there.
We do want to have some RV spots on our property for our friends to come. Our friends that have RVs and vans that are built out, that they could come visit us.
Yes.
We want our property to lift up Jesus.
$9 o'clock.
Yeah, I was just figuring you're just finishing, touching up there.
Appreciate y'all watching, checking this out. Want to see these deer kind of appear and look better so I can make a print.
Oh, you put some birds in there.
Yeah, and I put that's an idea that was given to me by Gail. Yep. And I actually had one of these branches right here was sticking way out in the middle of the air, and I either needed to attach it to the tree or make a bird out of it. So I went for the bird. I think it worked out. And my deer are looking much better too. And see, that's a girl deer, that's a boy deer, and that's an O deer.
Nana Banana said, good Lord above, praying. We did a bucket list thing last year and stayed the full fall last year, 2 months, we froze in honeysuckle meadows. It was beautiful, but our hose froze. Yeah, Donnie learned by someone else's mistake that you have to put that that heat tape around your hose, because somebody, was it here or somebody, where was it, at the other campground, they did not put that heat tape around their hose,
Oh, and it blew inside. Oh yeah.
and
And
it
it ran down the road. And
and it was just a it was,
oh, that was so
water
sad.
frozen all the way down the road and everything from yeah.
From his camper.
from his camper.
Yeah.
So Donnie put heat tape on our hose. That helps a lot.
There.
Yeah, heated hose. You have to heat the hose.
Yeah, it's just a very, very mild. It's 12-volt circuit that wraps around your garden hose and around your filter.
Hi Darcy, how are you? She's down here right now.
Yeah, are we meeting up?
It's Darcy's anniversary. For Darcy and Jason, it's their anniversary, and they came to the Smoky Mountains, so it's them and their son, and they're doing some fun things together, and then we will meet them. We will meet up with them. So everybody wish Darcy, mom of two Harris, and Jason, happy anniversary. They did their honeymoon here in the Smokies, so they like to come here on their anniversary, or at least once a year, as a memory.
They're going to Jackson. Jackson Town. I've been in love in a fever. Hotter than a pepper sprout. We're gonna go to the Smokies. Find out what it's all about. We're going. Huh. I'm about ready to sign that one. That's looking pretty good. See, there's another branch right there sticking out. Maybe
I really like the trees on the right here. That it's just, he did such a good job on the trees on this one.
You know, and it's so easy to overdo it.
Let me see if I can show you a little better.
There's such a thing about contrasting light and dark, and how if you put a little dark in there, it just totally helps the whole thing.
I'm gonna want a canvas print of this one. unless he gets better at it, then I might want a different one then.
Yeah, we're getting pretty darn good. Thank you, Jesus. Keep throwing it against the wall, and eventually something sticks.
I was wondering if you went out, Darcy. She said we went out today, out and about, and the snow on the mountains was so pretty. I was wondering if you went out to see the snow on the mountains. Hi, Sooner Girl Travels. Leanne, how are you?
Yeah, she just had an adventure.
Hey, Leanne, why don't you leave your the link to your channel right there in the chat, in case anybody wants to tune in. Leanne does little adventures. She's from Oklahoma, and so a lot of her adventures are over there in Oklahoma.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah, she's gone to the Grand Canyon and different places over there.
One of her greatest adventures was raising a daughter.
2 daughters.
And a husband. I decided not to make it.
Nana Banana said, "You guys have made me hungry. I made tuna helper eating late tonight. We are doing a Bigfoot jigsaw puzzle. My hubby is singing along with Donny."
Oh, he knows those
Good
songs.
night.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're about to sign off here.
Yep.
He just finished this last little touch up on this painting here.
Yep. I just kind of fixed the deer a little bit, trying to get a little bit more shape and in the grass. Trying to.
There's Sooner Girl put her link to her channel right there. Sooner Girl Travels. It's a link to her channel. If you haven't subscribed to her, she and her husband are ministers of the gospel as well. And so she lifts up Jesus on her channel, and she does some adventures around Oklahoma and a little bit national park. She does a little bit of Route 66. So we highly recommend her channel. If you haven't, click on the link, Sooner Girl Travels, right there in the link in the chat, and you can subscribe.
You might as well subscribe now, because sooner or later you will.
Spaceman said, my wife said, have a good night.
All right.
We
Praying
love
for
you, Becky. We're praying for you. And Cousin Eddie, we're praying for you. So glad that you were feeling better today, Eddie. Cousin Eddie. All right. Are you done?
I am done.
So we want to say, we love you. But Jesus loves you more.
Good night, all.
Mom of Two Harris said, we just had supper at Cracker Barrel. She said, thanks. Becky said, thanks, and she's gone to bed, Spaceman said. Okay, we love you all. Thank you so much for joining us and watching. And anyone who watches the replays of our videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. And please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great night.
Bye.
He's still touching up, but have a great night.
Yeah, I can't help it. I got